Good morning from a very rainy and a very dreary Halifax. We currently are in the middle of a bit of a storm. It's like 10 degrees here right now, and then it's gonna flash freeze. Power's out all over town, so my work got canceled, but I did want to start my reading vlog for the weekend because I think I'm gonna get a lot of reading done. But also, one of my most anticipated books has released, The Tainted Cup by Robert Jackson Bennett, and I'm about 30 pages in. I am 2 chapters in and I'm already really enjoying it. We've been introduced to all the characters. Chapter 1 starts with a bang. I want to learn a little bit more about it, so before I kind of catch you guys up on what's going on, but I'm already loving the characters. Work is canceled for the day, which is great because I've had a really busy work week. I technically work from home, but with the power going in and out, it's kind of just a struggle to do like any web marketing stuff. So for now, I'm gonna sit down, I have coffee, I'm gonna read. We're making curry for the night in the slow cooker for dinner, so I'm very excited. And then of course I work a 4-day work week, so tomorrow, Friday, I have off. So very excited. I think all I have this weekend is I'm getting together with my brothers and we're rewatching Dune, and because Dune 2 comes out, but my brother's in Denver right now, so we're gonna rewatch Dune this weekend and then go to see Dune Part 2 the weekend after. So that being said, welcome, and I'm excited for a long weekend. Good morning. It is Friday and I wanted to check in because I've read 25% of The Tainted Cup. I'm 101 pages in and I just got to part 2, so I'm a little more grounded in the world and what the story is about. So it is a very like Holmes Watson kind of fantasy mixed with like eldritch fantasy, but not necessarily eldritch horror, but there is an element of that as well. So there is a lot going on, but the way that Robert Jackson Bennett introduces all of it, it is incredibly digestible, kind of giving us little pieces of information at a time and delivered in a very like mystery setting way. So it has been pretty easy to keep along with, and the pacing has been incredible thus far. Like those 100 pages flew. I didn't get as much reading done yesterday as I wanted to. Just the cold was messing with my joints a little bit for the sake of sounding 60 years old. But I plan to get a lot more reading done today. But basically we are following Anna, who is the Sherlock-esque character, and Din, who is the Watson-esque character. It's done in a similar style of the Din perspective / Watson perspective being the majority perspective, but Sherlock / Anna being our main protagonists that we're really following on their train of thought and perspective and everything like that. And basically chapter 1 opens up with Din being at a scene of a crime where a death has taken place, only for Anna to find out that what she suspects is a murder has taken place where a tree has grown out of a man. This correlates with a magic system where there's almost like a twofold magic system of alterations where you can gain powers or you can do various poisons in this magical world based on which road you're divided into. Outside of that scope, there is a larger setting where Titans are trying to break through. That's the kind of eldritch elemental fantasy that we're getting, where Titans are trying to break through the sea wall, and there is a wet season in which Titans are trying even harder and they become more heavily multiplied and they are vigorously trying to get into this world. There's a set of engineers that are tailored or altered through the magic system to be able to reinforce the walls during the wet season, and we notice multiple deaths happening within the engineering. Our Watson character struggles with dyslexia and has failed multiple times to become an investigator's apprentice, and his kind of mystery or what he's trying to hide hasn't been revealed to us just yet, but we do know he's hiding something, was somehow able to pass this test that he had failed tens of 20s of time with flying colors, and then upon retesting, because of course the higher up were suspicious, he passed again with almost perfect marks. So while simultaneously trying to solve the mysteries of who is assassinating these engineers, seemingly to try to get these titans to break into this world, we're also trying to figure out exactly what Din is hiding and what part it plays in this whole thing. So that's kind of where we are 25% in. Again, Robert Bennett takes his time really introducing each separate element of this story. So even though it feels like a lot's going on, it feels like we got there at a good enough pace that I'm keeping up with everything, nothing's confusing. The military system, the magic system, the world has all been built on pretty well, I think, and in a pretty clever way of revealing information. So I plan to, if not finish this today, get at least another 200 pages down, so like 75% of the way through, but it does read incredibly quickly, so I might be able just to do all of it today. We have some high winds outside, so I don't think I'll be going outside, so it should just be a reading day, but I will check back in maybe tonight. But I think after what's just been revealed going into part 2, it will be the last kind of update story-wise that I'll be able to do, because this is a mystery. I think it warrants just getting a foundation of the story and then going in a little bit blind so you can take the journey with the characters. Hello, I am checking in to say that I have actually finished. It's about 4:30 and I finished the Tainted Cup by Robert Jackson Bennett. I wound up having to do a little bit of work, which I hate to do on my days off, but honestly, I sat here for like the last 2 hours and just zoomed through the last like 250, 300 pages. This book reads so incredibly fast, and I was correct in my assumption that I really can't talk about anything else that happens at the end of this book, basically after part 1, because there's red herrings, there's basically just a little of everything. But I, again, am pleasantly surprised by an anticipated release that I had for this year. I was not disappointed, and a great time. And yeah, I do think I'm gonna cut it here and kind of just leave this as a review for the Tainted Cup, one of my most anticipated releases, and just call it a day with this one and this vlog. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it here and maybe pick up something for the rest of the weekend, because it's a Friday evening and I kind of finished my reading plan, so.